In this video, we're going to use one of our cork rolls as an equivalent prop for supported fish. So supported fish is a lovely, lovely thoracic opener, in my opinion, which typically we would do with a bolster or yoga blocks. And this time we're going to use our cork roll instead. I used my big roll for this, but my spine is fairly supple, and I don't have any pain. So maybe try this with your smaller one to start with, see how you go, and then if it's all right, absolutely feel free to try the bigger one. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put the roll at the bottom of my rib cage. So I'm it's not as low down as it would be if I was putting it as a lumbar roll. Can you see there how that's in my mid back? Oh, it feels like someone's winded me, but I love that feeling. So just to show you, if I was saying to use it as a lumbar roll, I'd be telling you to put it just above your pelvis here. We are going to roll this higher, so it's kind of more where your bra strap is. But, as ever, find the spot that works best for you. So I put that in a certain position to start with, and I can feel it there, but then I just eased it up a little tiny bit higher, and it's like, someone's winding me in the back of my ribs, which for me is a great sign because it means I'm challenging this area of dysfunction in my body. I've got this stiffness around my rib cage. I feel winded because it's challenging me in a positive way. And so I would recommend laying here for as long as you can kind of tolerate. So this might be a good position to consider if you're doing your meditation on your posture rolls, or at the end of a class, maybe if I give you choice of passive position or something like that, this might be a great one for you to choose. You can take your arms out to the side, or you can take your arms overhead. So taking your arms overhead is going to give you more shoulder opening. And if you are holding this for like 5-10 minutes, hopefully your spine is going to start derotating itself, which is kind of what we're going after. And I would recommend like finding a new place to put your roll on. So I'm taking it a little bit higher to try and get more in at that area of congestion where my scoliosis is, kind of in my mid back. If you have scoliosis, you don't just have one area of scoliosis, your whole spine is going to be scoliotic. But for people with scoliosis, you probably know where you have that area where it feels more like knotted and bunged up. And so for me, it's kind of, it's like my right mid back, just above where my bra strap is, just below where my shoulder blade is, which is where I've got the roll here. And what you can also do with this is you can play around with like pushing into your feet and rolling up and down if you'd like as well. So it depends on how passive you want to make this, or if you want to do like a bit more of a massage type thing, but you can use your feet. And actually doing that is a really strong hamstring workout for me, which is nice because I really don't feel my hamstrings very much at all. They are definitely dysfunctional, my hamstrings. And so actually just using my feet to move me forwards and backwards like this works my hamstrings as I go closer to my feet, which is nice, but I'm using then the roll to massage out. And actually you can do it with your feet on the ground, maybe a little bit more of like a pelvic movement up and down in that mid back. Oh, it just feels so good. I feel like if I carried on in this one and was just left to my own devices, I'd make all sorts of dodgy sounding noises, which maybe would indicate I was making another type of video. But whenever I'm doing anything that's for my scoliosis, Ben always says I make sexy noises, so I'm sorry, but you're getting some of those now. And actually, I'm sort of freestyling here in this video. I've started taking my legs a bit side to side in a kind of knee drop movement, and that feels lovely, really good. So it's like that punch in the back in a good way, nice winded feeling, bit of hip rotation, bit of spinal rotation, but the weight of my body against the I keep wanting to say pork roll after my mistake in the last video. Feels really, really good. So yeah, just something to think about. You could do this one completely still, or you could do a bit of rolling up and down, pushing up into the feet to roll up and down into the mid back, a little bit of swishing from side to side. As you can tell, when I'm using these, I am just freestyling. I'm just leaning into my body,
finding these areas of challenge and just seeing what happens the more I do things that just intuitively feel good. Explore, explore, explore. Your body will lead the way. Don't let your mind get in your way too much. Follow your body's intuition, shut your mind off, and let your body be your guide.